Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this week's bus update video. So it has been a minute since I've done a bus update. This week, well, so I wanted to do this a little bit sooner than now, but the weather has not been cooperative. So today it's kind of nice, so we're going to go ahead and film this today and go over a few updates. Obviously, I have 40 now, you guys know that. And the thing some of you may have been wondering is, where's 45? Because 40 is in 45 spot next to 3 and 50. So what I had to do, because 40 has the long windows at the front and the back, making it a little bit longer than 50 and longer than 45. What I had to do, due to the spaces in my row being occupied already, I had to move 45 over here. Now, 45 is over here because it's slightly smaller and it'll actually fit. But it's on the outer row, which, I'll be honest, it's kind of a pain in the butt because every time you gotta back it in, and this is how it sits now, facing the road, which that's not my problem with this. My problem with this is having to back it up against the fence. And then when I get in, I have to open the door, and I've already, as you can see, made marks on the rear door, which annoys me endlessly, but the bus itself is going to have to get repainted at some point, so it's not that big of a deal. But for the time being, this is where 45 parks. I had mentioned something to you guys previously about 45 possibly ending up at my house. Did my research, and it just looks like the local ordinances will not allow it to be there just because of the size. So that kind of sucks. But obviously I don't want to move the bus over there if I'm going to get fined or in trouble for it. So that won't be happening. So yeah, 45 has a new parking spot. I wish it was still parked with the other buses, but for right now, this is what we've got. I did a video kind of explaining why I bought 40 and just showing you guys 40. Even though I've done a video on 40 before, I figured why not. So something I didn't mention in that video, but I'll mention in this video, I will probably update these rear turn signals, if I can get them off, to the aero lenses just because, you know, why not? I think that would look really good on this bus. And eventually, what I'd like to do is get the yellow Amtran logo remade and put on the back bumper, since this is technically an Amtran. This ID tag, and this would be something if I end up keeping it longer than like long term. So you notice it's crooked. The original underneath is also crooked. So that is something that goes back to either the factory or the dealer, depending on who put it on the bus. They put it on crooked, so now it sits crooked. So that might be something I fix, because I don't like the way it looks. But yeah. So I won't go into much more, since I pretty much talked about a lot of this over on the video about 40. This is the rear door. I did talk about it as well in the other video. This is a rear door that came from our old 85. I basically saved it just in case I need to put a rear door on 50, because this is the older style rear door that would have the interior mounted hinges, whereas 40 has the exterior. And you can see why they changed to the interior hinges, because these exterior hinges would just rust way too easily. I do have replacement hinges, so those may eventually go on there. I haven't decided yet. As for 50, nothing really new to talk about. So the video I did about 40 will kind of talk about my plans here, but basically some of 40 seat fabric will end up on here to replace some of the worse off seats, and this fabric will go on 40, because 40 at the end of the day is really, I mean, it's a nice bus, don't get me wrong, but for me to put the bad fabric on there, it wouldn't really bother me. And if I end up selling it, you know, that's just a part of it. So yeah, I haven't decided if I am going to switch 40's dome lenses to Amtran dome lenses, but that could be something. If I end up keeping 40 long term, it will pretty much be my project bus, you could say, where it might get things done to it that I wouldn't necessarily do to 50. And it's basically much like 50. Basically, 40 would be a homage bus to Laidlaw and Amtran. So those would be my two things. If I do end up keeping it long term, I've got a lot of ideas and thoughts for what I'd like to do with it, but we'll just see what happens. Nothing new with 3. I got to put that rear door inside of 3, so that's going to be fun. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just a few little updates. And like I said in the other video, if there's something you would like to see with 40, please feel free to let me know, and I will do my best to get it. So with that being said, that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and yeah.